Previously on Will Save. From the faint ping of a communications console came the call of a steward special ops team investigating the illegal activity our subjects have been subjected to, and inform our heroes of the grave situation the Greys have placed them in. Our crew learns of Shay, another steward ops special agent aboard this facility, and the threat of the imminent explosion about to emanate from the Greys' reactors if our heroes are unable to act in time. With the stewards now in communication to guide our crew's new mission, Rick stepped out into the hallway to encounter another set of green orbs and a pair of ravenous laser-wielding wolves, a couple of Tashtari, who proceeded to wreak havoc against our heroes. Will our party be able to tame these troubles ahead, or are these the dogs to number our heroes' days? Find out this time on Will Save.
Can you believe it? It is the 52nd episode of Will Save. A full year of Will Save Wednesdays.
52? It's like a full deck of cards.
It's a
52, y'all.
52,
Happy anniversary.
Y'all. Happy first anniversary. Look at us. Wow.
What's the first anniversary gift?
Wow.
Is it paper? I forget.
Is it gold? Paper?
Is it a tattoo?
I think it's paper.
Oh, I'll send you a card.
Wow. Okay, so can I just recap real quick
Owen Wilson
of some things? We definitely need that as a drop. I'll put it in.
It is definitely paper.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to write
Very
you guys letters.
creepy.
I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy.
You write letters every Christmas.
Let me just recap this past year. Okay.
A full year's
A
recap?
full year's recap. Just
Are
going to
you
give you the
sitting comfortably?
highlights. Yeah. Are you ready?
Flashback to February.
Let's begin.
If this were video, you'd see the wavy things, and it's us, and we seem really young and fresh faced.
Yeah. And now we're all like haggard in the
Yeah. Welcome to Will Save. All right. So, besides the fact that we have released 52 now episodes of this wonderful podcast, let's just go over some awesome things. Like, we were nominated, right, for Best Gaming Podcast in the Podcast Awards. Can't forget that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
That's true.
Yeah, that was pretty rad. All right. We had a giveaway of a Starfinder Core rulebook. We had like an Ask Us Anything where we got to, for the first time, be on a call with some of you listeners and talk about...
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We have some really cool
That
listeners.
was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about
Our MVPs.
Japanese fire trucks, cool things like that. Yeah.
Never forget that.
Never forget. We hit 7,000 downloads of our episodes, which is insane. Pretty crazy to think.
Amazing.
Yeah.
When you talk about downloads, I still don't have any kind of like grasp of what is big. There's no like scale for me. Like, is 7,000 a lot, or are we still kind of just like chugging along?
I think for 1 year, right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent for a year.
Okay. All right. I'll lower my expectation, or, that's fine. I guess.
I just don't want to get a big head about it.
I'm not getting a big head. I'm just the number 7,000 and the fact that it's our voices. It's just cool.
It is kind of cool.
It's just cool. Come on. That's it. Yeah. We saw a member of our cast leave. That's okay. But hopefully we have space at our table for someone else or two. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, new year, new faces.
New year, new faces.
Still within the new year.
We went to a convention. We went to Gen Con in Indianapolis.
Gen Con.
That was
We met a
phenomenal.
fan at the convention.
We met a fan.
Wearing a hat from Gen Con.
Yeah.
randomly. That was cool.
That was awesome. And we also just enjoyed having you, our friends, our listeners, at the table, and we are excited for more. So thank you for listening for one full year. You're fantastic.
Cheers.
Couldn't do it without
to
you.
our listeners.
Cheers to our listeners. Cling.
Cheers. we should mention that we were interviewed as well.
We were.
Yeah,
Yes.
this year's got a lot of fun stuff coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did an interview with Shield Bash. We played a game with one of our listeners. Set up a game for us to play Grav Train.
Yep.
Robbery.
Starfinder one shot,
which was a lot of fun. And then we're doing a collab with Hexgrid Heroes and Emergency Power podcast.
Yep.
And that one will actually be recorded, so you guys can listen to that at some point. And when it comes out, we'll let you know. Yeah, and who knows what else the rest of the year. That's only the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like, this is
busy start of the season. Gotta ask, quick fire, what was your favorite moment? I'm asking you three. What was your favorite moment from this past year? A nice clip, a fun time, a good joke, a good drink. I don't know. Kelly, you vocalize first.
No,
Go ahead.
I need to stop saying things because I always end up. I make one utterance and they're like, "Kelly's ready with an answer." That's a really good question.
So much that we did.
Yeah.
Someone else go.
Gen Con was pretty big for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen Con was a lot of fun. I don't know how related that is to the podcast itself. we talked about recording in person at Gen Con, and we never got around to that.
No.
But I was still giving it to you. Well, that's it.
Gen Con's good. I guess my favorite. Well, no, not really.
I think
But
John was implying in game though, right?
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I should mention
in
when
game, out of game.
What-
minus
yeah,
the voice
one
crack.
game.
Yeah.
I guess I'll choose one thing from Gen Con where Kevin wanted to light. We were playing this game called Munchkins. That was like Starfinder.
Starfinder Munchkins.
Starfinder Munchkins.
Starfinder
yes.
Munchkins.
Thank you, Steve Jackson.
And Kevin wanted to light all of them on fire, by the end of the game. He was so
It was like
he's
2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And John kept f***ing with me.
Dude, because Kev made one Machiavellian move out of the gate.
He did.
And we all were like, all right.
I'm just trying to
that
show
guy
you how the
Kev.
game works.
It was also
Oh,
like the
this is an
second
example.
night, so it's just been a fun time. You've been up late, cranky.
Munchkins is a great game.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It's a great game.
It's not at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate
Good.
this game. Get out. Go to bed.
I hate a lot of games at 2 in the morning.
It was actually a fun game. Okay, I guess game-wise, my favorite thing was the last episode probably of book 1. That was really, really interesting, seeing a bunch of NPCs drop dead and being confused and stuff, and us having to survive and get off of this exploding whatever the hell it was really cool. I liked that episode a lot.
I gotta kind of concur with that. I think that final episode of book 1 was just eye-opening and really sealed some of the situation going on. It just changed your perspective on things and blew our minds. And John did such a good job of narrating.
Hey, thanks.
Yep. It was great.
Also, thanks to the wonderful writer of book 1. And I'll insert their name in
Thank you.
here.
Jason Keeley.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Paizo.
Any other fun times?
I don't even have book 1 because that's
Yeah.
that's John's book. He's the only one that has it. No, so I think in game, I think that last episode was huge. I think that really just it changed a lot of what was going on for us, and that's a big turning point in game. Out of game, I think it would be really punishable if I didn't say that my favorite thing that happened in the last year was my son.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was-
absolutely.
So I don't know. The listeners don't really know this, but we recorded one episode on Saturday in September of 2019, technically.
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
20. Sorry,
I know.
My years are all screwed.
Yep.
2020, and then my son actually was born on that following Monday, 6 weeks early. It was a big surprise for all of us.
Yep.
So, and watching him grow over the last year has been phenomenal. And he's a little will saver. He's part of the willing.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
That's right. He's a founding member.
Absolutely.
Baby Grayson.
Legacy.
Literally, we
takes-
end the episode, and then Kev talks in our Slack at us like, hey, by the way, we're going to the hospital. Hours later, after the first episode. Great. Yeah. Great time.
And now Grayson's running around with his giant Kraken die. And
Nice.
Picks it up and drops it and picks it up and drops it.
Beautiful.
I don't think he understands the concept of a math rock yet, but he likes the idea of dropping it. So.
That's because he is just a born TTRPGer.
That's right.
In his blood. In his blood. I think my favorite in-game moment was definitely, the end of book 1 for sure. Also just the start, like the first episode for us. We just had so much work and effort put into these awesome narratives that you guys came up with for your characters, and just walking through that, working on them with you, and just the energy of book 1 and having everything prepped. And it's like we finally begin, because we were going to record in person literally in like March of 2020, and then we were like, oh, we'll wait a few months, the pandemic will be over. Then it wasn't. So then we're like, all right, we got to pivot to recording remotely. Then we had to sync up schedules, like all this work. It was about a year of just effort and coordination in the making. And then we finally hit record. And I remember being so nervous, being in the same spot I am now, looking at your faces on the screen. And just, we've come a long way. It's been awesome.
It has been.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That episode is still so deep because like we're still exploring those backgrounds and what happened in that 24 hours.
I really liked the setup that when we do record in person from time to time, like Will and John did an incredible job there. And Will's an amazing host.
Yep.
With his giant fridge of beer.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, that's always the preference, is to be in person. And in Will's garage, Will Safe Studio, LA.
The next iteration of our studio will be quite different, but it'll be nice.
I also have enjoyed Kevin's rants. That's another comment that I'll make over last year. You, as the listener, don't always get the full picture of it, but it's like pretty hilarious.
I enjoy editing Kevin's rants. It's good.
Wait till we go live.
So something did make it to the final cut was like with the dinosaurs coming out of the green portals, and he's like, and then 20 more portals appear.
Yeah.
So well summarized. I think my feelings, at least, about the whole thing.
That's a good another in-game moment was learning that John was actually bleeping us at one point.
Yeah. And we're like, let's keep this. John. Let's do this. It's funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, John, you.
Well, it was like the episode before we were like joking about bleeping something out, but we were talking about bleeping. If you bleep like words that aren't bad, it makes them sound bad. And then in the Discord, people were laughing like, "Oh, blah blah, you had a lot of bleeps in that episode," and I was like, "Oh yeah, ha 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 ha." And then I listened to the episode and was like, "What the F, man?"
A lot of bleeps. A lot of bleeps. Amazing. One thing that also Kelly, great Avatar video in the background.
Thanks. I'm writing Appa.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, you absolutely are. With
and
Aang
you can see Sokka. Well, Aang's not here. I think I'm.
Oh, sorry.
Sokka.
Katara,
Sokka here. Yeah. They're the best.
One moment that I really liked was being at Gen Con, deciding that, you know what, we should go to the steakhouse that Indianapolis is their claim to fame, not the Colts, right? The steakhouse. And we're there, and Kelly goes to the water closet, comes back. He's like, guys, just so you know, Glass Cannon is sitting literally right above us, like the level above us, in like almost just directly above us, and just walking up, and we all at some point went up to the water closet, walked past them, saw them,
to spy on them
and look at their notes and try and steal ideas, clearly. But it was just such a crazy thing to like start the show, because we listened to Androids and Aliens, and because we were like, oh, Starfinder's really cool, and we were like, we should do a podcast, and that was one of the big inspirations. And then to be at the same convention as them, and to be a podcast, and they are like under the same roof, just felt like such kind of a really surreal moment.
I know, we kept joking like we need to get on their level,
literally,
because they're literally a level above us.
They were literally a table directly
we're like in the
above
basement.
our heads.
Yeah.
We'll make it to the ground
Next
floor
time
someday.
we hopefully we eat upstairs.
Exactly. Next time we'll just ask for an upstairs table.
Not in the basement, the cold basement.
Which was nice.
It was very nice.
A lot of...
My steak was not cold.
Nope. Definitely not.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's a different story.
That's a whole other thing. Also, do they call it a water closet in Florida? Is that why you say this? Or are you just trying to be internationally friendly right now, John?
Just trying to be internationally friendly. A WC. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me.
Good times.
Cool. All right. Well, we got a few short rules updates. Then we can get back to the game unless anybody else has anything else they want to share about the past year. Great. Rules update. First thing is that we discussed previously that when you level up, you do have an opportunity to test out skills, feats, spells, whatever it might be. And if you don't like it, then you will have an opportunity to change it. And I think originally...
Let it be known, though,
yeah,
that it's not universal on everything.
Well, that's the debate still, right? So we call it the limit law. And basically is like if you get a feat or a spell or something that it doesn't work for your character, you have a certain amount of time in order to like recall it and change it out, right?
Yep.
So wait, what are you saying, Will, is the limitations?
I was just, are we including like class?
I think that was the debate. Yes, John?
My thought is a skill or a feat or a spell feels like the terms and conditions that we've set of 1 week / episode or 1 combat, right? So it gives you a chance to use something that is either in or out of combat.
But that was before anybody was multi-classing.
Right. And now
we're not saying, Will, are you talking about changing your multi-class?
No.
Okay. So it's not being invoked
me.
right now, but like.
But for future, right?
I want it to be established, and I don't want this to be mistaken as precedent for some other.
Totally.
Because I feel like
I think we got to take it to the Supreme Court and ask Discord.
We definitely need to. My thought is that when you take a new class, a new level, either in the same class or a new class, that requires, I think, 1 level worth of stuff, content, in combat, out of combat, using those skills to figure it out. Then if you really and I kind of think it should be if you take the same level in the same class, I don't really think you should have an opportunity to
multi-class after the fact.
Exactly. But if you take your first level in a multi-class and you say, you know what, this class is really not for me, I don't know that.
Okay.
Then
I see a case.
Yeah.
But what? Yeah.
But my thought is that
it hasn't happened. There's no precedent.
No. There is no case law. But
could be egregious.
You're ruling for allowance to change a multi-class?
In a specific situation, that the first level that you take in a multi-class, if you're like, wow, I really thought this was going to be great, but it's not.
Yeah, if I suddenly was like, I took operative next class, I'm like, no, I should have actually been.
Well, I think it's hard for mechanic. You, as a mechanic, if you take a first level mechanic, you immediately have to choose if you're going to have the exoskeleton or whatever it's called, or a drone, or there's like 3 options, right, for mechanic?
Yeah. Well, there's more than 3.
There's multiple.
Yeah, there's a drone, there's the Cortex, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so there's a lot there, and you could really get into something dirty.
Yeah,
is it for whatever term? You know how bad I am with words, but if you just go down the wrong route, you just don't. You make a mistake. But so we did set a limit. The limit that we did have, though, was you have 1 week or 1 full combat to decide whether or not those, whatever you want to change and go back on. So we are calling it the limit law, and it does apply.
And I will.
Has anybody utilized limit law recently?
No one.
I'm going to.
Invoking the limit law.
Yeah. I'm taking this back to the dealership because inject nanobots does not work for me. Heerz is not a character built for this. I also misunderstood that I had to make a melee roll, which makes sense now in retrospect, but not going to do this. So getting rid of that.
So it's not that the spell is bad. It's that the spell and Heerz don't align.
Right, exactly. I don't have a high enough, I think dex is what it is. Okay. Heerz is not very dexterous.
Yeah. Because it is a really cool spell.
It's an awesome spell. Maybe this will help with future character design, right? And that will be something that you're kind of considering more. Because the one small text that I want to add is that I think retroactively for multi-class, I think we should maybe like make it work story-wise. I think if there's a way to make it work story-wise that you just stopped using inject nanobots and you got another spell, I think that would be great, but I don't think it's like super necessary, but I think it would be helpful to give some context. So it's not just completely like a game thing, but if you're like, I really can't make it work, but I still want to change it.
Basically, lore-wise here is just like, he knows it doesn't work. He learned it. He's just not going to use it anymore. And he's just going to peruse his other spell books and pick something out that's more useful.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm for it. So, right. If you have any objections, please let us know on Discord.
Write to us at willsaythepodcast.com.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. We definitely care.
I'll give you a thumbs up and then I'll forget about it. That's move on. All right.
There is a good channel in Discord. I'm just kidding. You could add it to the ideas and feedback text channel in our Discord.
Yes.
Give us your
There's
feedback.
also the rules and mistake channel is also a viable place for that.
Yeah.
And we definitely don't just forget all those things. We have a list now compiled of all the rules that we need to remember every week.
It's getting pretty long.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules in Starfinder.
Yeah.
A lot of rules.
Rules Paralegals, you've helped out the firm very well. And Kevin, our rules lawyer,
thank you to everybody on Discord.
is better prepared.
Maybe we should discuss some end of year
rates.
bonuses for our rules paralegals. It's fine. Figure it out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Or
idea.
just for the
I don't
community
think we can afford bonuses
as a whole. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. Maybe bonuses we would like to give the community and
We'll give you
the
phantom shares.
phantom shares.
They're not voting shares, sorry. But they're phantom shares.
All right, should we play?
Look it up. Yeah.
Look it up. Look it up. Let's play right under the deadline.
That needs
Right
to be
there.
a drop.
Yeah. That's going to be a drop. That's absolutely going to be a drop.
Look it up.
Look it up.
It goes well with the We'll save.
We'll see.
You pay me money. Give me $5. I'll shout at you whatever you want to hear.
That needs to be a Patreon goal. Kelly shouts at you.
Kelly, the nicest guy on the podcast, will yell at you for a Patreon goal.
send you a recording yelling at you.
I don't think I've ever seen Kelly mad.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
No.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a minute to get into the. Just slide them right in,
His
Kelly.
secret is he's always.
We've had in-person conversations where you see this, but not on the podcast. Yes.
All right, so let's take a minute, take all this episode 52 energy, sink it into the story. Because after what feels like days of braving and surviving the horrors of this place, you have finally, whether by luck, design, or fate, come upon a possible way to escape. So you have found your way somehow into the communications between two Steward Special Ops agents, Narla Yalamis and Shay Daisha. And they tell you that they are at this location on Seward's business and that you and Shay's team are trapped inside as you can't leave. The doors are locked. The nuclear reactors are on a sanitation procedure and could blow in as little as a few hours. Shay's team will shut down one reactor. You are to find and shut down the second reactor or somehow disable this sanitation procedure.
Hit the scram button.
Boop, boop, beep. Is that a little Navy thing?
It's usually actually a switch.
Oh.
It's a scram switch. That's how you shut down a reactor.
I
don't know what the sanitation process is, though.
You'll find out. As you are leaving after this set of communications, there are two more green portals that appear. And the last time this happened, one of your party members was killed, and very nearly a second, possibly all of you. But this time, two luminescent wolf-like creatures step out, snapping and snarling. And they attack. One emits this harsh flash of light, while the other unleashes this massive beam of radiant energy, like a Kamehameha, from its jaws. hitting Heerz. And that is the loading landing page on our Roll20 for this session.
Yeah, it's
Rick
beautiful.
braves the fearsome beast of light, and you swing with all the might that your SRO android body can summon. And before I tell you what happens, just want to say thank you to Sirenscape and Paizo and Hero Lab, and most importantly, and also who else? Somebody else.
Well,
20?
Roll20, yeah. And also,
Roll20's kind of a big one.
yeah,
the provider of the Wolf assets and the
Paizo.
Street Fighter
Oh, yeah.
energy beam.
Yeah.
For Roll20.
Roll20, yeah. And also thank you to our listeners yet again. And I mostly just want to make Rick or Kevin get nervous. Because Rick, you went to swing. Your axe soars through the air, coming towards the floor.
If you say that these things get like some super counterattack, I'm being
That's really funny.
KAC of 27.
an automatic hit for counters.
So you
Yep.
swung with a 15 to hit. And here's the thing. Your axe begins to hit the creature, but it moves slightly at the last second. And so you hit only superficially as the axe chops some diamond bristles off as they ding, 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 plink, 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 fall to the floor. Your hit was so close, but you missed. You were very close to hitting them, but you missed.
That's kind of comforting, actually.
Do we see the map yet?
No, because I haven't moved you over yet. I was waiting for that to live in the theater of Kev's mind, and now you should be able to.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, you didn't interrupt. It's cool. I always like it when
This is kind of comforting, though. So I think he's telling us is that these things have an AC
16.
a KAC of 16. Yeah. So
That's not that bad.
I'm gonna just step back and use my laser and hit him every time.
So I think that was your turn, though, right?
Fend off these dogs.
Yeah.
But we don't know what kind of fiendishly modifiedness they are.
Yeah, Rick failed at a life science check last time.
But I don't know any of this.
Although I believe, Rick 19, that was your entire turn, right? You moved and you swung. You switched weapons and you swung.
It was a whole week ago. I don't remember.
That was your turn.
We decided I'm in here, right? This is closed.
I think it was open, but yeah.
The door's open, and I think Rick actually shouted like, "Get back inside there," because we could just get in there and shut those doors.
Yeah.
It is Dr. Ok's turn. What do you want to do, Dr. OK?
I'm awake. I'm not in the relaxatron.
I think you're in the relax you, but I don't think that you did roll initiative with a reroll, right? So,
okay.
And you took the worst of the two. So
It's been a whole year.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Sure. Then are we putting these dogs down? Are we putting these dogs to death? I assume
screw the
so.
dogs.
I would prefer if they die over us.
All right, yeah.
Meanwhile, the dog in front of Rick is like,
Oh my god.
Does the dog have cover for me right now? Can I roll
Yeah.
perception on these dogs?
both of them.
Would.
Yeah, I think the one. So, just to remind the listeners, Dr. K is in the room where the guardian robot and the communications were. Then out the door to the right. Heerz is just outside the door, about 10 feet south of it. Rick is just outside the door, about 5 feet north of it. And there is a creature on bookending the two of them.
Okay, so Dr. OK is going to move up to the door. Still inside the door, he's kind of parallel up to Bernice so you can see more of the sort of area, I think, now. And should have a good shot at the dog facing Rick, right?
If the
So you
the door's
to
open.
determine whether you have cover, you choose a corner of your square, and if the line of this corner to any corner of the target square passes through an obstacle, then you have some kind of cover. So then you can check it, draw from your corner, so it looks like you have a full attack on it.
well, so any corner of
Sorry, full attack's the wrong term.
yeah.
But
You're saying Dr. K doesn't have cover.
You pick a corner. No, there's no cover in between you and the dog currently.
Then there's nothing interfering. So that means that you have no cover.
And neither does the dog. Right?
I don't think, the dog could hit you as well.
All right. Okay.
So what's it going to be?
So Dr. OK is going to move up.
Okay.
He's going to shrug off the...
Sorry, is there is it soft cover? Because I'm standing there?
Great.
Does it give the dog soft
Great
cover?
question. Creatures, even enemies between you and the source of an effect, provide you with cover against range attacks, giving you a +4 bonus to AC. Between you and the source of an effect, I think it still applies that because there's no cover at all, we have determined that like you don't meet the basis for cover, so I don't think that's soft cover.
Okay.
That's my take. It's tough to tell the difference between soft cover and partial cover, other than just soft cover seems to just be if there's another being or something between you and the source of an effect, right? But soft cover provides no bonus to reflex saves.
It's through a square of an occupied creature. The target has...
Anyways, I'm gonna try to shoot at it with the Casa Jet and a basic inhibitor to try and even further reduce this dog's defenses.
Pull out the Casa Jet, the relax you falls to the ground.
Yep. I like the idea of it stays on him, just massaging his shoulders.
Oh yeah,
during combat.
It's like whispering, like positive affirmations.
Today is you got this. Today's your day.
I think I might have hit with a 16.
KAC, right? Because it's Casa Jet. Because it's
Casa Jet uses acid, which is actually EAC.
Oh,
oh, you are right. Casa Jet is acid. Yeah,
yes.
that still hits as it plink knocks off 2 of these crystalline pieces of fur as they fall to the ground. The injector.
Oh,
yeah,
but I only did 5 points of damage.
Okay, 5
points is still damage.
5 points of damage. Okay.
It's got -2 to its AC now.
Okay.
It's got hit with the basic inhibitor.
Okay. So this one, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to use Roll20. We don't often use the little icons, so I'm going to use it. I'm trying to decide which one is a good one. Maybe the AC. I'm going to use a battered shield on it. And you were shooting the one that's in front of Rick, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. And you did 5 points of damage as this acid begins to cover the base of each of these little crystals, and more of them fall out. And you can see that the creature tries to compensate those muscles and shift and stand in a different way. 5 points of damage, -2 to AC. Incredible. You want to do anything else with your turn?
That would be your whole turn.
Yeah.
That's you have a swift action.
That's
not at this time. Although I'll say like, "Hey guys, we should get in here," and then I'll barricade us if we need to. But I think we could put these down actually. Could we do like I think Bernice do limited AI?
And I don't see why not. Bernice does go at the end of your turn, and
she has the vapor cavitation pistol now.
Yep.
Enabled. She's put away. She's changed the knife over to a ranged weapon.
Yep.
prior to this combat.
Okay.
And a briefcase with like a gun stick.
Yeah, it was a briefcase with a gun.
The knife retracts. The gun comes back out.
Nice.
And I think the other one though has like pretty good cover.
The other one will have a lot of cover from you.
Does this same one though?
Bernice has a clear shot at the same
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Bernice does have a clear shot at the same one.
Okay. So Bernice is going to try an attempt to shoot with the vapor cavitation pistol.
Okay. Give me that roll as this suitcase fires a gun.
I love Bernice so much.
7 on the die, and it's so that's a 10. It's probably not going to do it.
Wildly sails past the creature, singeing the wall at the other end of the hallway.
It was still cute though.
Take your time, Bernice. You'll get used to it.
You see little
It takes time.
actuators kind of course correct and try and aim a little better. Yeah. Try and
It's like a single tier.
comes out of the muzzle of the gun. Heerz, it's your turn. What are you doing?
All right. Here's just gonna do a life science check to see if there's any distinct weaknesses. It's a 24.
A 24. Let me just make sure I get what the DC is.
Better not be higher than 24. He's opening the Pokédex, I guess.
Yeah, he's
checking for animals. He sees this wolf thing.
Great question.
Wolf. So weakness. Acid. I don't know.
Sorry it took so long. I was surprised
okay.
at what the DC is. The DC to figure this out
my God.
was only 14.
Ha! Scrub wolf.
So scrub wolf.
That's good.
Yeah, so you get to know the creature and then two things about it. First thing, this creature is called a Tashtari. And I like the way that they introduce it by saying the first glimpse most observers have of a Tashtari pack is a far-off twinkling of lights, which is easily mistaken for swamp gas or the glint of moonlight. So they have supple filaments that cover the body, so there's this like phosphorescent light that also helps facilitate communication for them. So they're from Castrovel. They are also called laser wolves by some, fondly, by some off-worlders. And they're not really, you can try and domesticate them, but there's some issues, let's call it. And there's also biotech based on Tashtari physiology, which is kind of neat. So what two things would you like to know?
Weakness, for one. That's the first one.
No weaknesses.
No weaknesses. Okay.
Yeah.
Any
buffs?
resistance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has
buffs.
resistance fire 5. So any damage, any fire damage it takes, it will take 5 less.
Heerz tells that to the group. He's like, I know what this is. They're not weak against anything, but they're pretty resistant to fire. Yeah, anyway, I call them laser wolves. Let's ice them.
It's awesome. Love it.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That in mind, Heerz is going to shoot an energy ray at this one down here.
Okay.
Yeah, because he can't shoot past Rick, right? I don't think so.
You would
Rick
have
looks like he's in the way.
at least...
You'd have soft cover.
Yeah. Well, if you go from the top left corner of Heer's square, it does meet the Tashtari square without any interference, right? So that would be the same as Dr. OK. But you are far enough.
I'm still reading into the soft cover. It looks like, so you pick a corner.
Yep.
It doesn't matter which
Yep.
corner. You pick one corner of your room, and then you have to draw a line to all 4 corners of the creature. Is the way that I'm reading it.
For cover, period.
So half would be partial. What's 50%?
Yeah, partial is +2 bonus to AC, +1 to reflex saving throws. Soft is +4 to AC, no bonus to reflex saving throws.
But soft includes creatures. And I would technically
Yes,
do creatures.
exactly.
So
They
soft
would
cover.
get a +4 bonus to AC.
Yeah. So for Heer's,
It's not worth it.
yeah, not worth it when this other wolf is snarling at you on your hiney.
It's true. He did attack me too, so
Yeah.
screw him. So he's gonna shoot an energy ray
Okay.
of electricity. All right, and that is a DC of 15.
What kind of roll?
None. It just says 15. There's no saving throw. Damn it! I feel like I'm missing something.
It's all right. What's the spell?
It DC's 15. Energy ray. It's an at-will spell. I don't know.
Energy ray. When you cast a spell, choose acid, cold, electricity, or fire.
Yes.
The spell gains that disruptor or descriptor. You fire a ray on the target, and you must make a ranged attack against its EAC. On the hit, it deals 1d3 of damage of the chosen type.
Can he just rolls a d20 basically, right? And he's just like,
And
because
you
I'm
add
making a
your
ranged
bonus
attack against it.
for your range. You
Right.
have a ranged attack bonus.
Yep.
Right.
Which is it should show you on the spell. I don't know. I don't have a caster, so I don't know what hero that is for you.
It does not say. I have a +3 for that. So
Okay.
then,
So it's a D20 plus
so
3.
basically, damn it, it's a 6 plus the 3, so it's 6.
So maybe you're still reeling from the ray that it shot at you out of its jaws. And as a result, you try and take one of your cool shearing hands, not your vestigial hands, and you try and underhand shoot this energy ray. And it misses.
Yeah.
Is Energy Ray a like 0 level spell?
Cantrip?
They're not called cantrips
Sorry,
in Starfighter.
0 level.
They are called cantrips in Hero Lab. I don't know if that's wrong or not. It is a cantrip, it says, but I don't know what level it is. It says caster
That is
level
0
4. I
level.
guess it's
If it's a cantrip, it's 0 level.
If it's cantrip,
Oh,
it's
I
0.
got you.
Which means you can use it freely, right? Like you
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can
always
use this
use
forever.
Rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rad.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong about being called a cantrip. I don't know. I gotta look at
I
it.
think you're wrong all the
I
time,
think it's
Kev.
called cantrip, yeah.
I think you're called a cantrip.
It's not true.
Everything's a cantrip.
Life is a cantrip.
Where does the term cantrip be? I don't know. It's a weird term.
Okay. I'm going to task you with looking up the etymology of cantrip, and we're going to move on to round 2.
Cool, I'll do that.
Does that sound good? Let's do
Sure.
it. All right. Nice
Do
turn.
some story time.
Yeah, some story time. Cool.
That's a dog's turn.
It is the top of round 2, and yes, indeed, it is the Tashtari in front of Rick's.
Wait, Kelly, did you
Turn.
use your move? Did you move at all?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to move?
Oh, no, that's a good point. Heerz is going to, I was going to move. Heerz
He
is
sees
moving
you kind of
into
like
this
Rick
room.
sees you kind of like stay still, and he goes, "Here's, get in the room."
He does that. He's going to move like right behind the doctor, okay. And then next to me.
Okayest of
By
doctors.
The good doctor.
By the okay doctor.
He's not good. He's just okay.
Okay.
He's all right.
Hey,
I mean, there's a
Heerz.
reason he's not serving in a medical practice. He's great in combat, though.
He only shoots people, even the ones he's trying to help.
As you get behind Dr. OK, you hear the relax you. You faintly hear the voice of the relax you being saying, like, "You are a strong slug. You're a powerful slug.
You're a good doctor.
You're a good doctor."
Thank you.
You're more than just okay.
It personalizes it. It's great. All right, so this creature in front of Rick. What does it want to do? I think I know.
It probably tries to run away. That's what I guess.
You know, good guess. Good guess. Does it run away? No. Instead, what it does is, with the axe next to it on the ground and having been hit by the acid from Dr. OK, it's going to look at Dr. OK and then look at you, Rick, and then snarl. And then
That's its whole turn.
its jaw opens and it chomps at your leg to take a bite out. Wow, I rolled a 19 on the die. Good first roll
kidding me?
for the new year.
What's the total?
right? 28.
Are you serious? Of course that hits.
More of Kevin's
Wow.
rants incoming, coming in hot. Going to only be 9
28
points of
points of
piercing damage as the bite cuts through your leg, and there are probably little sparks that come out from your android body, and it rips away. It rips away, and a couple gears fall to the
dang.
ground. Biting ya.
Gears. Tis but a scratch.
And then it's going to take a guarded step back. Because
Oh, please disappear into a portal again. Go away.
and as you watch it take a step back,
As you watch the portal.
as you watch the portal, you hear behind you the plink as the other Tashtari leaps forward and comes to bite you as well. From behind, Rick. Get ready, and it's flanking you. Oh, wait, it has to be within 5 feet, right? So it's
It's no longer flanking.
no longer flanking. All right. Still, I rolled
Lucky for me.
a 17 on the die.
That's a miss.
That's 26. Yeah.
Of course it's a
You're like, that's a miss.
You have to roll like a 7 to actually miss me. Ridiculous.
That is 10 points of damage as it bites your other leg. Coordinated
Fun
strikes.
fact, everybody, I am now into my hit points. So
Oh, no. Stupid laser wolves.
Good times. Good times.
Good times
Rick,
for you.
what are you doing?
is it my turn?
It is your turn. Tashtari on either side of you. Your friends are in the room.
Rick is going to take a guarded step. this dog, so he's in between himself and
The open door.
and his teammates.
Okay.
And as he does that, he kind of just reels up his axe.
Uh-huh.
And is going to chop this thing across the neck.
Chop it across the neck. Give it a good old swing. Like, what's that Appalachian folk hero?
Paul Bunyan or something.
And,
Yeah. Rick Bunyan.
I'm sure I miss.
Would-
I'm sure I do.
What'd you roll?
I rolled 4 plus 5 for 9.
Yeah. It's Casey is not 9.
Of course not. It's like 48.
It's not. It's literally like 14.
No, it's just a normal
Everybody
number
just-
that's not below 10. Yeah.
Everybody just huddle behind Bernice.
Yeah. All right, so
I
you
don't know what we're gonna
moved
do.
and you swung, and there was no gold in them there hills. I'm sorry. Dr. OK, it's your turn. What's it gonna be? Now there's cover.
Okay, now there's soft cover.
Now there's soft cover, so it's a +4 to AC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not much to do.
Tough stuff here.
I mean, I can't like make Anki on Rick Square, right?
I think you could.
What?
And then Rick would
Just also get on Rick.
Yeah, Rick would then just probably make probably athletics or acrobatics, right? We have to look into that.
But for Chad wouldn't
Chadwick.
be affected.
What do you want, Chad? What's about?
I think you could get into Chad's scare. No, Chad would not be affected.
Right? The unseen
Affected by what?
The inky?
Yeah.
An AoE effect? or
My
something?
swift action. Yeah, my squirt of slime ink. Just depositing fluids.
And if these
He
guys
can
do-
take damage.
All this combat's
But do
making
what you
me
need to do.
very nervous.
I know we can't keep fighting everything. Like we're definitely not going to survive. We have to fight something.
This is
every room.
This is why, just for future reference, and I know that we believed it to be not a good idea because of time and whatever, but like this is why I need to sleep, because like, you know, for spells and shit, that could actually contribute more. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try and move through Bernice's square, then
Yeah, that's probably fine.
come out and shoot at this other dog here, and I'm gonna.
You'll take an if you're going to the square that you're going into and you're adjacent to the dog.
Yeah.
You'll take attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I think if you wanted to move and not get an AOO, you probably just need to move in a Chad square. Because I think you can do that because Chad's just incorporeal, right?
If you do a ranged attack within a threatened square,
That's also true.
Oh yeah. Well, I have more movement.
But I think we talked about this
you would get attack of opportunity if you leave the threatened square.
exactly.
So
It's the tough thing.
Can I shoot through Chad?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, Chad doesn't exist technically. He's an invisible creature.
But you would have
Chad can take damage.
Chad can.
Yeah, he can.
So you would have soft cover then essentially
So it's just +4 to their
to both AC. You
Oh no, but it's only from area attacks. Sorry, so you're fine to shoot through.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would have soft cover.
Soft cover. It is.
All right, roll high. Y'all need a good streak like you had on the robot where you were just
Getting
critting.
my.
Pull it out. Let's go.
Come on.
What you get on that shot?
19.
19 against
EAC.
EAC that has already been +4. You hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Ooh,
This is
all right.
what you need.
All right, and I'm hitting him with the basic inhibitor.
Basic inhibitor. So that's the -2 to AC. How long is that for, by the way? Probably like
7 rounds.
crazy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. And then how much damage you doing as you see the acid start to move through the
5
muscles?
points.
Another 5 points to the other Tashtari this time. Dang. Little by little. This is good. You want to do anything else with your turn? Bernice?
This is not gonna. I don't feel so hot, and I'm going to swift action.
Oh.
Place some slime here on Chad. Chad, you might want to move out of this. And it's I'm just
Chad
gonna use
can't,
the slime
But just do it.
biohacker or not Osharu property as swift
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
I need to
Love
roll high for how many times per day I can do it. It's been a while though. So I rolled a 3, so I can do it 2 more times.
2 more times. Okay.
Is this AoE damage?
Yeah.
This
There's
thing
no
that you
damage.
did?
There's
Yeah.
Damage. It just
no
makes the
damage?
terrain
Oh, okay.
difficult.
It's rough terrain.
Difficult. So it's twice the cost of your to move through it, right? Okay. Smart.
Very smart.
What does Bernice want to do? I saw Bernice
So Bernice is going to, I guess, is there a way?
to shoot.
Dogs? Yeah. I'm trying to
It's
see.
the +4
Soft
AC
cover.
again.
Well, from Bernice, it's Rick's in the way.
You can still
Yeah,
shoot.
it's +4. It's soft cover.
Yeah, soft cover.
+4.
Okay.
You want? Might as well take the
I'll
shot.
try to take the shot.
Come on, Bernice.
Is there any consequence from unwieldy?
Great question.
The weapon is unwieldy?
Yeah, unwieldy special property. Unwieldy, as they say in other parts of the world.
Wieldy. With the unwieldy special property, a large awkward can't be fired. It was going down for us. Oh, okay, so it can't do multiple as part of a full attack. So you can't do it full attack is all
Okay.
for this one.
Yep. Got it.
17 on the die, +3, so that's a 20 to hit.
And even with the basic inhibitor, the dog, the Tashtari, is trying to correct and is not paying attention as the pistol fires off right through Rick's legs, hitting the dog square in the chest.
There you go, Bernice.
Nice.
Yeah, all right. Right through Rick's legs, though. My goodness.
She's so
Megged
over the
Rick.
ground. I love it.
Yeah.
I love everything about Bernice.
How much damage to the Tashtari, the laser wolf of Castrovel?
Oh, I got a max. I guess it's only for critical if I hit a natural 20, right?
Yes.
So I got max damage though, 1d6. So 6 points
6
damage.
6 points of damage as it hits the creature right in the chest. And the laser wolf of Castrovel yelps as it just more of those awesome, beautiful.
Wait, these giant laser wolves sound like Pomeranians?
Are you saying that I sound like a Pomeranian?
I liked that impression. I thought that was a good dog impression.
Are you saying that I sound like a Pomeranian?
That time you did, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Kev. That's so nice of you. More of these filaments fall to the ground, and you can see some of the skin underneath looks brown like a typical wolf's skin. All right. Heerz. What are you going to do?
I guess we're still attacking and we're not trying to take refuge in here, or are we? I can't metagame, so I guess Heerz is going to say, like, are we... Get inside, let's lock the doors. I don't know. Like, something like that.
We should definitely back
then-
into the room in order to avoid ranged attacks.
Hold on,
That's
you can't
for
talk
sure.
right now. It's combat.
Yeah.
Just saying, right?
I can talk all I want.
Well,
He could say like
That's
one
good,
thing.
but Rick,
yeah. You can say
Can he?
something.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can say something.
One
Okay.
thing I thought
a
was like
monosyllabic response?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
One
okay.
independent clause, maybe.
All right, Heerz says to the group then,
are we trying to get in here to get away from them?
Yes.
that's what he said.
Yes.
Doctor, okay.
Get inside.
All right, get inside. I have a plan.
And then,
You gonna ready your delay in action?
no.
Okay.
I still need to get better at delay actions to know, like, what the benefit in this case would be
Okay.
of doing that.
If you delay an action, it would you basically take your whole turn and move it back in the initiative order.
But I don't...
But
Whenever you
you'll pick that new initiative order.
Yeah, you can be first to act on a trigger, right?
I thought it was ready in action.
That ready in action is there's a trigger. Delay in action is just moving you in the order.
And-
I'd have to go look it up on the page, but
Yeah.
Okay.
if you want to take an action, though, you can describe what you want to do and apply a trigger. That would be ready in action.
Yep.
But again, that'll move you into initiative order permanently. So, like, even if you're first, this is what we ran into in the very beginning. Is like Rick had a really high initiative, and then he'd hold his action, and then he'd be the last in line every time, which is. I'm not gonna
So
say
what
stupid,
the hell's the
it's-
advantage? I think we've... Like, what is the point? of doing that.
You would still get your turn. It's just from then on, you're that same
But
initiative.
I fail to see the
it's not like
advantage
you
then.
can.
I'm missing.
I kind of agree with you on that, but it
Yeah.
depends.
All right, well, not knowing enough about
You
this.
could choose to act second, is what it is. Basically,
Alright,
choosing. Like
Might be wrong thing to do, but fuck that, I guess.
from a strategic standpoint.
I mean, if you have
see.
any kind of ranged attack right now, like you could do your energy ray. I'm not trying to metagame
Oh, no,
too
I
much, but
can't
like,
do it.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I could. Yeah.
You could just try. If you're gonna waste your turn anyways, just do whatever range attack you can. It's free.
Okay. So, I'm going to do... Heerz is going to do... He's going to try this because he's going to try it again later. Heerz is going to do cast a cantrip called Ghost Sound.
Okay.
Which... basically, you create a volume of sound that rises, falls, recedes, approaches, etc., and it can produce as much noise as 20 normal humans. But that means that it could also produce a noise of like a creature or like a bell or like literally any kind of sound, basically. So in this case, like Heerz is going to... The range is pretty high, so up to the north east, there's this like dark hallway. So he can make it seem like the sound is coming from around the corner. And Heerz casts this psychologically, or like sort of with his telepathy, and it creates a sound of like a giant alien predator, which is totally fine.
I love it. It's like super awesome.
From around the corner, just to see what may happen. The goal here is to try to freak these out, because like dogs can be really tough, but if you shout at them or like freak them out in some way, they will run away.
If you show aggression,
Make yourself bigger.
And make Pomeranian noises as they run away.
Yeah.
Exactly. The scary giant freaking monster is around. Even the toughest dogs will flee.
Is there since it's probably like a will or a wisdom check, is there like a disbelief or DC
Will
or something?
disbelief, DC 15.
DC
Yeah.
15. They both need to make some checks. I'm gonna roll this die that we got at Gen Con. Let's see. All right, so you wave your vestigial arms, and you all hear the sounds of this massive insectoid predator from around the hallway. Probably strikes a bit of fear, even knowing that it's fake. It probably strikes a little fear into your minds. Briefly.
If they knew it was fake. But they're laser dogs and therefore slightly dumb. Go ahead.
You see them both turn and look, and then look back in your direction. I rolled a 19 on the die twice.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, that was just the die. They don't believe it. They passed their save, or at least they're not going to go investigate at this time.
All right. Well, Heerz basically shuts the hell up then. Kind of disappointed.
Did you want to move still? You haven't used your move.
There's nothing. Not really. Just enough to like make room for other people. I'll just Heerz will move back a little bit.
Okay.
Since we're trying to get in here.
Okay. All right. Good idea. I like it. The die told a different story.
That was a cantrip as well, and as
I
promised,
still don't know if Starfinder
I looked
uses
up
cantrips.
definition of cantrip, which it does use cantrips.
Good round 3 update.
And also, cantrip is apparently... I used to not like the word cantrip, but like, because I think it sounded kind of dumb, like you're tripping over cans. But like, it actually is a Scots word. It's Gaelic, and so it's not really the English cantrip at all. And actually, long before tabletop games were ever a thing, it meant like a chant to create a spell in the Gaelic language.
That's rad.
Which is pretty freaking cool, and it comes originally from a word they believe called canta. Oh my god, cantarecht.
Let's hear your Gaelic.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
Yeah.
Cantarecht. In the sentence used as "Anu begins the cantrips around the boiling pot." I don't know. There you go. I guess
sounds-
witches
sounds-
create
That's good.
cantrips.
I don't know.
That's good.
Do we have any Irish listeners? If we do,
Yeah.
please.
Scottish
tell us how bad
listeners,
that was.
Scottish. If you speak Gaelic, please inform us.
Yeah.
I like Gaelic with Irish,
Anyway, story
Awesome.
time over.
Well,
But I'm standing by. I don't think Starfinder technically uses the term cantrip. I think they call it 0 level spell. I'm going to stand by that until I see otherwise.
Okay.
okay.
But I do love the history of a cantrip. I think it's...
I think it was a great round 2 update going into round 3. It was great. It was nice. At the top of round 3, As you hear the sound and you see the Tashtaris look back and then hesitate
kill Rick
for a second, and they look back at you, there's a brief and all the lights go out.
What?
Yeah. I believe all of you have dark vision, yes? Or low light vision?
I know I have low light. I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision? Okay. And I'm pretty sure Heerz has blind sense?
Blind sense. Yeah.
So you have low light and blind sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're relying on blind sense from now on.
Yeah.
So read up
For the duration of this while the lights are out.
I have lights if needed.
Okay. Well, when we get to your turn, we'll see what happens. It is going to be the Tashtari up the hall, and it's going to make a bold move. It's going to start to kind of rock back and forth as it then bounds 5 feet forward, leaps onto the side of the wall, and runs along the wall next to Rick. And as it leaps off, it tries to grab Rick's axe and disarm Rick.
Holy shit. Okay. So you need to beat my KAC plus 8.
Yep.
And you have a plus 46 to your attacks?
It's a great question. I think just based on this, it would... If you all were going to do this, what is your KAC plus 8? Or not your KAC plus 8, but the attack bonus would just be whatever you're using.
It's your regular attack bonus.
Yeah. So I'm just going to use their melee attack and go and see if it hits. Roll the die. I rolled a 20. It's a 29.
Are you serious, man?
I'm rolling rocks. I don't know why, but
No, but you're rolling rocks, plus you have, like, gigantic bonuses. Like, I
Let the rants begin. But also,
take my
I
axe
agree.
away. I don't... Rick just hands him the axe and then puts his hands up and says, whatever, I quit.
The dog lands with the axe in
Just
its
walks
mouth
around the hallway.
and
Shakes his head.
shakes his head and then drops the axe and looks at you, asking you to throw it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on, I gotta look up disarm first. But, yeah.
Disarm. You knock an item the target is holding out of the target's hands and onto the ground. If you have a hand free, you can automatically grab the item with your hand before it falls. And they did grab it with their mouth. The Tashtari has it in its
They
mouth.
don't have hands. Don't go... Follow the rules, John.
It
says you have a
drops it
hand
onto
free.
the ground. It drops it onto the ground.
It doesn't say you can grab it with your mouth. It says you grab it with your hand.
Okay, but for the story purposes, it grabs it with its mouth and then drops
Shakes
it
real
onto the
hard
ground.
And then drops it.
And then drops it like a bone. Yeah. And your axe is on the ground. And then the Tashtari, the one that is right in front of Rick, is going to... You see it also shake, but then you see all the filaments on its body pulse and light up as it uses bristle flash. And this intense light covers all of your vision, and all of you need to make a fortitude save.
Son of a gun.
Even from in here?
This is...
Ooh.
Oh my god. Wait, even from in here, John? We're kind of like away from all of this.
The door's open.
It's standing right in the middle. It's the one.
Yeah.
It's the other one that's standing right in front of the doorway.
Yeah. DC 12, fortitude.
I passed
Heerz
something.
did not
Yay.
pass. Congratulations.
Both Dr. OK and Bernice passed.
Nice.
Heerz.
Okay, so it's only Heerz. And it makes sense, Heerz,
Yeah.
because you don't have dark vision, you only have blind sense, and you have low light vision, so everything for you went dark, and suddenly you're sensing all these vibrations in the air and in the ground, and then out of nowhere you just see this glow and pulse until it totally overwhelms your Sheeran optical senses, and you are dazzled for... Where's my D4?
Dazzled. How bad is dazzled?
Dazzle's like not bad, I think, but not many people. For 2 rounds.
Because dazed is bad.
Dazed is no joke. It's no walk in the park, as they say.
You are unable to see well because of overstimulation in your eyes. Basically, that's what it is. Well, that's fine. I'll just use my blind sense.
What's
But
2
thank
rounds
you.
of dazzle between friends? Am I right? It's fine. Totally fine.
Oh, you take a -1 to attack rolls. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not
You're
bad.
bud dazzled.
You
did
are,
was, like,
you
shoot
are
diamonds.
also bedazzled. Is there an icon that looks better for bedazzled? Let's see.
He's just like, if he had eyelids, they'd just be like, like
If he had
slowly open,
eyelids.
giant eyelashes glittering.
That's so great. That's so great. It's so amazing.
Doing
All
okay
right.
there, bud?
I can't see too well.
Oh, goodness.
Do I look okay?
Do I look okay?
Is Chad all right?
Middle of round 3. Rick, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, to pick up an item is manipulate an item. So moving or manipulating an item is usually a move action. So Rick kind of just huffs out in frustration, and he kind of just reaches down, and he picks up the axe and just swings it hard on his way up. He can't move after that, though, because that was his move turn. Move action is to pick that up. I just want to express my frustration because I rolled a 16 on that fortitude save.
And you could have rolled it on.
Roll.
Yep. Maybe as you realize that this flash was coming, you put your arm over your eyes and then use that moment to reach down and grab it as you were sighing in frustration.
That's fair.
Yeah. You're like,
He didn't even see the flash because he was bent over to pick up the
yeah.
axe.
What's going on?
But in a sign of relief, I hit a 19 on my dice.
Dang.
For a total of 24 to hit.
That easily hits as you catch which one? The one that flashed or the one that disarmed you?
I'll do the one that flashed.
Okay, so you caught it right after the flash as it is recuperating momentarily.
All right, and that is going to be a D12 plus 5 of slashes.
Oh, come on.
D12. This one? Yep.
This one with second many faces.
You gotta be kidding me. So that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
2 on the dice.
That's okay. Still going strong. But you cut into its shoulder as it steps and tries to rip the axe from the wound. Good
I was
hit.
going to move further into the room, but now I can't.
But now you can't.
It's
All right. The Tashtari is hurt. Definitely looking hurt. It is going to be Dr. Ok's turn. Let's keep it going. What's happening?
Rick, you gotta get back in there and let's just shut the door on these. I don't know. Like, I guess I can maybe get a good look at it since I've seen them now. And I feel like
Yeah.
Chad's like moving his way out. I can maybe roll life science, or are they constructs? What are they?
They are magical beasts. That was you probably didn't need a roll because that was part of Heerz's roll. If you wanted to, well, I don't want to give you something. Good. Sorry. I don't want to do your turn for you. Sorry.
No, I mean, can I identify this creature? Recall some knowledge about it.
I think you've learned everything about the Tashtaris
Okay.
that is important, and you've seen the two things that they do. They have the muzzle, awesome Kamehameha beam, and that awesome dazzle bristle flash. They call it.
All right.
The denizens of Castrovel call it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna try and put this one down then.
Put it down
with the cursed jet, and I did roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, your luck's turning around here. Things are turning around.
So 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Easy. More acid damage on the other shoulder.
Too bad it's not critical.
Yeah.
I want to see which.
Which inhibitor you want to do?
Yeah, if I wanted to actually like further try and hit, I'll try and hit it with the pharmacological inhibitor. The
Okay. What does that do?
so you're gonna have to roll a fort save in a minute.
Fort save. Fort save it is. Going to use the threefold conspiracy die from Q Workshop.
Ooh, max damage. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8.
8 damage. Wow. Hey, there you go. Look at you. Okay, this thing's looking pretty hurt. First Rick on one shoulder, and then acid on the other shoulder. The threefold conspiracy die didn't let me down. The conspiracy lives on as I rolled an 18, which is a total of 25 on my DC
Yeah.
against your inhibitor.
But you are still encumbered, though.
Encumbered. Okay. Dang. Well done, Rick. You see this laser wolf in front of you start to look pretty hurt, and maybe part of you is like, this, we can survive this. We can survive this, because Dr. OK is helping out his companions. I'm going to look up Encumbered. Dr. OK, you want to do anything else with your turn?
Bernice can take another... Let's stay in the fight, Bernice. Get after it.
And then she's going to try and shoot the same dog through
Dang.
Rick.
Okay, all right.
Unfortunately, though, I don't think that one's going to do it. 13.
13 against...
EAC.
It's EAC. That's a hit, because it was lowered.
Okay.
Yeah, well
Maybe
done.
Put this down right now.
Once again, right past Rick's legs,
Okay, so only
hitting in the chest.
3 points of damage.
Okay, only 3 points of damage,
Yeah.
but that's
From a briefcase with a vapor cavitation pistol.
beautiful. You also seem to notice that the Encumbered, it really is having a tough time staying up and moving quickly. After that pharmacological inhibitor, it was a pretty easy shot for Bernice to take. And I tell you that because the pharmacological inhibitor also says max dex from Encumbered. Max dex bonus to AC is reduced to +2. So you can tell, like, you have lowered some of its AC even further.
Nice.
Pretty
Grace.
incredible.
That's awesome.
Heerz, what do you want to
yeah.
do? You're dazzled and it's dark.
Important point. Dazzled will not, I think, affect my ability to attack because I have blind sense.
Okay.
It allows you to effectively do the same thing.
He's an insect,
so-
ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. So,
Sheeran
here's-
and Days and
Sorry, I'm not trying to ruin the game, but
I read it.
I'm
I
just
know
going
it
to take
does-
your word on it because of blind
it
sense.
says
You're
it
aware
says-
of location. You're aware of presence, and I think you're aware of location with blind sense, right?
Right. So it blind sense is the ability to use an imprecise non-visual sense
Yep.
to operate effectively without
Yeah.
vision.
Yep.
It's like
So-
bats, man, and it
Yeah.
pitch dark.
Yeah, it uses
But-
echolocation.
Dazzled says you are unable to see well because of overstimulation to your eyes. You take a
Right.
-1 penalty to attack rolls and sight-based perception checks.
Sight,
It's not
So
sight.
I
It's
want
not-
to
but
Yeah,
say that -1 penalty still applies technically.
I
sight.
think that the whole point of dazzled
You're
is
depending
sight.
on sight.
I know.
You're assuming that Sheeran navigate by sight.
Yeah, I know.
It's very,
just the way-
very
I
specious of you.
Yeah, specious.
I'll give it to you. I just wanted to pull that out and like.
the construct, of course, is specious.
I
We
think
can consult.
you're good.
If needed at a later point.
Yeah.
I understand. But
Wait.
we could definitely.
It's
clear it
blind
up
sense or
later.
blind sight?
blind sense.
Okay, so it's an imprecise non-visual
Yes.
sense. Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Imprecise. You can perceive certain details and clues, but they're not sufficient for the creature to make out nuanced detail in the way that sight does.
I guess fair enough then. Let's apply the -1 to
Well,
attack then in that case.
I fought
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just saw it once I realized it was
worries.
blind sight, which is precise. That's the better version, right?
Well, the blind sense should tell you which kind of blind sense it is, because you can have like smell, taste.
We'll probably get somebody. I feel like you are aware of location.
It should be the in parentheses.
It should be like whatever insects use for their senses.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Okay.
broad.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
just
really
says
broad.
you can do scent, sound, thought, vibration, all of these.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't have a parentheses next to blind sense and says
Some
It does
insects
not,
have
no.
all. If you think about
I think
like
it's just because he's a
cockroaches.
Sheeran. Yeah, and he's like badass in that respect. In many respects, I would
Comes from
say.
a genetic
All right.
lineage of sophisticated creatures.
Yeah. You are aware of the creature's location.
Okay, I am. Okay, so in that case, it doesn't apply the -1. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay. Let's
Yep.
do a full attack. Okay, cool.
Full attack?
Heerz tries an energy ray. Well, I can't do. It doesn't give me
Oh,
any
yeah, yeah.
bonus. I should say that I'll do full damage is what I mean. The attack isn't
Yeah.
blunted in any way. So
Ranged attack. Energy ray. What kind of energy?
23 to hit. 23 to hit.
23 to hit. What kind?
Finally, electricity.
Electricity courses
In
out.
honor of the Electrovore.
Electricity courses out across,
Suck on this.
arcs between Dr. OK and Rick, and hits
Over
the
Bernice.
creature over Bernice. Hits the Tashtari. I'm assuming the one that is right in front of Rick. This one here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have to roll a 1d.
3.
It ended up being 3.
Okay. So 2 points of damage. 2 points of
3
damage.
points of damage.
2 points of damage as it
3 points
hits.
of damage.
Oh, sorry. Okay. 3.
So
3 points of damage as it hits, and it is getting close to death. You can tell that a lot of the filaments have dropped. A lot of the Tashtari blood, which is blue, is starting to drop and drip on the ground, forming a little puddle. And it is looking just as fierce, but very, very tired. You want to do anything else with your turn? To
does it
close
make
out
a
round
dog
3?
noise?
What?
Does it make a dog noise of any particular sort?
It doesn't with the electricity. Because it just shakes, and more of the filaments fall out.
Sounds good. I think that's all for you.
You sounded disappointed. I think you wanted a dog.
Oh
noise.
no! I just wanted. I was just thinking, but I thought it'd be kind of nice to hear you be like "woo" again or whatever. I can't even do the sound that you made earlier.
As it's doing it, it's like yeah.
I just want to hear it suffer. I hate it. I hate it. I
Hate Tastaris. One day, Tashtari medicine will save your life.
Laser Wolf. Good. Let's liquefy them and make medicine.
Are you from Castrovel?
No, I just don't like a giant laser
He
dog.
was just like from Castrovel, and these dogs used to like attack him when he was little.
I'm not,
that's it.
but I don't like giant laser dogs. Like,
That's it.
Pull like literally doing gymnastics off of walls and like pulling weapons out of people's hands. Doesn't sound like a fun time to me. I want them to die.
Next cutscene. Heerz being attacked by attack of dogs. That's going to be the next cutscene.
Just chasing him down
It's
the
just
alley.
chasing down the alley. As the electricity courses through the air, you see one part of it arc up and hit the lights at the ceiling, and the lights come back on at the top of round 4.
Yeah.
You're good to go. It's Tashtari on top of Rick, right north of Rick, and it is still upset. And it's going to bite Rick. You know what? You know what it's going to do? In a last-ditch effort, it's going to take a step to the left. A guarded step. Sorry, to the right.
Ooh, damn you.
It is in
I'm
line.
trying to get my attack of opportunity.
And you see the light come up into its chest and start to glow
okay.
as it moves up its throat. And it's like... and just shoots this beam of energy at Dr. OK and Rick.
Wait,
Muzzle
question.
beam.
That's
Yeah.
a ranged attack?
Yes, it is.
So I get my attack of opportunity. Do
You
I get
do.
my attack of opportunity before or
Pretty sure it's before.
Attack of opportunities are always resolved before the action.
Yup. Take it.
Doubt that I'm going to kill this thing before, but
Who knows? What if you roll a crit?
natural 20.
See?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Crazy. I love it. I love it.
Slice it in half.
Rick, in all of his
I can't remember
anger,
if you have
finally
hands.
takes it out on the Tashtari. It all comes through.
He just sees it glowing, and he just his hands clench, and he hits.
Ugh.
So
Put that thing down.
And right as that happens, Dr. K, you hear like the relax who says, "Today is not your day to die." Right before the crit comes through. All right, so what damage?
Well, you're gonna do. So I roll twice,
Yep.
and you're gonna do the cards.
If I can find the code.
I'm just gonna roll 3 times then.
No, that's not how it works. I don't have the cards. I'm a little bummed. I'm very sorry. That's on me. But you can do whatever the thing says.
I don't
For the
think I
axe.
have like a
Special effect.
critical effect.
Bummer. All right.
Oh, critical effect! It automatically kills.
Are you? You're lying.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Okay. I knew it. I was like, come on. No way, Kev. Nice try, though. You almost had me. Rules lawyer.
Okay, so I just rolled twice.
To your lawyer training.
I rolled twice, and
Add the bonuses both times.
okay, so it's gonna be plus 10 to 2 rolls.
Damn.
because it's plus 5.
Yep. Yep.
Roll 2 d12s.
Yep.
That's a 6 and a 7 plus 10.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage.
And you swing and hit the creature, and it is not dead, but it just lets out this like as it just is totally cut from the pack, like from the back half. Dang, lots of blue blood spilling everywhere on the floor. All right.
As excited as I am, I'm still like, irritated that you're going to kill this thing.
I can't believe that didn't kill us.
I need to make a range attack against.
It's only 4d8 worth of damage.
You could just run into the thing and we can close the door.
Yep, you could.
That would.
No, that was an attack of opportunity. He's currently shooting us. Like, he's going to get the attack on us.
It's going to hit you, Rick.
It hits us. I thought it's a line attack?
It's not. I thought it was, but either way, it's still it's still lining up, so it's fine. It's okay. Still gonna make the attack anyway on you. Yeah, you might go down, Rick. Let's see.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna use the tiny D20 from Kraken. It's really tiny. It's like half an inch. It's a 25 to hit you, Rick.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Of course it hits.
Where's my D4?
Yeah.
This intense ray of orange and white and blue light shoots out like a Kamehameha, dealing 6 points of damage to you, Rick,
Okay.
That's not as bad as I thought.
as it hits your shoulder. Searing pain, not just into your shoulder, but into your memory.
Oh, is that some kind of like mental
No.
attribute?
No.
Do a will save?
I just love Tashtari.
Will
so
save.
Will save.
Will save.
So I
You'll be
just
having
don't
to do
want.
will saves for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Just walk around a chihuahua and you'd be like, oh.
Yeah. That was its turn. The one that is in front of you is going to take that opportunity. I think it's just going to... It knows that you are close to death. So the other one's going to bite you, Rick. Let's see what it can do. See what it can do. They're going to gang up on you. Oh! As it goes to attack you, it miscalculates its step and stumbles. So the jaws chomp right past your leg, as I only rolled a 5, which is a total of 14 against your KAC.
But that hits.
That hits?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was like, come on. I don't think
you finally missed.
I finally miss in front of you. Rick, it's your turn. Can you take
that would
it
have
home?
hit if I didn't put on the armor that I stole from Nico.
That's right.
So
From Quickfire.
yeah, quick fire. Quick fire. Actually, Rick just kind of sees you coming and pulls his foot back just a little bit.
Not today.
Yeah. Nope. All right, whose turn is it now?
Yours.
It's my turn again.
Can you end this?
I'm gonna keep using this roll a crit dice because it's working.
Yeah. Saving your hiney.
Okay, so just observation skills. They're both low, or the one. Which one's lower?
They both seem really low. The one that just missed is definitely. I mean, they're both significantly hurt. I'm not going to give you a number, but they're both pretty close to death. It seems like.
I know, and I only have a +5 to hit, so like it's not worth doing the two. So yeah, I'm gonna do just. I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me.
Okay,
It's a 12 plus 5.
that hits. That hits
Yes!
easy. You don't even
Barely.
need to give
It barely
two.
hits. You kidding?
No, because it's EAC right now, or it's KAC is pretty low. It's a lot
'cause
lower.
his- all
Yeah.
the inhibitors and stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
You're fine.
Thought you were okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how many inhibitors do they have on him? I should have hit 5. Anyways, moving on. So okay,
Hands
I
off
hit-
chest
I go to
piece.
hit. I forgot I'm supposed to
Yeah.
roll damage now.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
then I
Roll damage.
Roll my d12.
Yep.
For 8 points plus 5 is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. You slice down as it tried to grab your leg, and you just pull back,
Oh, yeah.
slice the axe, and cut the head of the creature off as the Tashtari dies.
Nice.
You
And then I'm
Good
going
job.
to use my guarded step
to step in.
back into the room.
Okay. Step back in the room.
Hell yes.
Dr. OK, what do you want to do on your turn?
I want to close the door now.
You close the door. Tentacle reaches out. It shuts. You wait for a second.
Still the one out there.
There is still the one out there.
I'll try something.
Here's what do you want to do with your turn?
Heerz is gonna cast that, hoping that it's shocked enough, wounded enough, and scared enough, is gonna do the ghost sound again.
Okay.
So same deal, crazy scary monster thing from around the corner.
Yep.
That's a DC 15 will distribute. How does this wolf do?
Well, it's the top around 5. And if I recall, there are no ways to look through these 2 doors, right? They're not like there's no like peek through them.
Right.
And
But
so
he knows where it is, plus blind sense and all
Yeah.
that. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you wait for a second. You do hear the sounds of as the creep. Yeah.
Oh, I will add, I'm sorry, I will add, John, that
Yeah.
I will also use my move action to tell Chad to like go up behind this remaining wolf and just blow on its neck. I'm hoping this combined effect might do something. I'm out of
Okay.
ideas.
You blow on its neck and the filaments rustle a little bit.
Wait,
Yeah, yeah.
Chad is blowing on its neck?
Chad is blowing on his neck.
Chad is blowing on his neck.
And this is something Chad does naturally. He just like on his own.
Yeah.
Completely on his own. He walks over
And
and goes,
Chad says, run. No, he can only do one thing. He blows on his neck.
run, you fool. Flee, you fool.
Yeah. And the Tashtari looks back and then looks somewhere in the direction, because I think it can see Chad, but Chad's also invisible, so probably not. So then it's confused, and then it sniffs its fellow Tashtari and then runs down the hallway towards Nico's body.
Eats Nico.
And you see, Chad probably tells you, you see that right as it gets to the door, the green portal opens up and it disappears into the green portal.
All right.
And that's episode 52. Thanks for listening for one whole year.
Amazing.
What are they gonna do next?
We have been battling this bull.
Laser wolves
There's
are
gonna be 4
gone.
Days of
For sure.
nonsense.
Oh my god.
Portals.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
Get ready for an
anniversary.
awesome year. See you next week.
Thanks everyone for listening. Thank you to all the sponsors / not cut this.
No, I'm leaving it in now.
No, there's no sponsors though.
Yeah, no, we have sponsors that don't pay us.
Insert sponsor.
Oh.
Thanks to sponsor number 1, sponsor 2.